Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about the fact that Ramona Singer is on blast. And now former Real Housewives of New York star Jill Zarin, well, she's saying Ramona Singer has not been paying people for years and is addressing her antics on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. We know that Ramona is getting a lot of right now. Not only was she under investigation for allegedly having, well, remarks that are absolutely inappropriate, but also watching her on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip has been cringy, to say the least. It's been hard to watch. So we're back to talk about all of this. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's no secret that this has not been Ramona Singer's best year. Now, she has been accused of alleged racist comments made about Ebony K. Williams and telling Kenya Moore, "Oh, you," then having a drink tossed on her on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Well, it seems like she can't catch a break. Now, according to a new interview with Showbiz Cheat Sheet, former Real Housewives of New York star, New York City, Jill Zarin, well, she's weighing in on the current ride that is the Ramona coaster. Jill laughed after seeing Ramona's antics on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, saying, "I'm dying to see what they do to Ramona. When they took Ramona off the boat and put her on the dinghy, I mean, you can't make that up. For me, it was like validating because of all the things Ramona did to me on the show that people thought I had something to do with, or it was something to do with me or whatever." Jill went on to explain that people are now coming to find out how the true rumors surrounding Ramona's behavior and lack of self-awareness, well, how true they really are. In particular, her treatment of the staff and allegedly not paying them properly. We saw on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip where Ramona was getting her glam done and the woman was trying to collect the money. And she's like, "Well, I'll get to her when I get to her. She's here for another 2 days, so then I'll pay her. Then you have to show me a bill. Show me a bill." And they were like, "No, Ramona." It's almost like if you go and get a haircut, do you have the salon bill you after? I don't know who you really think you are. That's not how this works. And even Kenya Moore, Cynthia Bailey, all of the women were trying to explain that this behavior is absolutely not acceptable on the show, but she wasn't getting it. She wasn't apologizing for it. And in her mind, it almost looked like she was like, "All you guys have to do is talk about me. That's the number one topic. I can't help it. All you guys don't have a storyline, so you're here to talk about me." To which Kenya finally got up and left the table because she's like, "I can't do this." Now, when Jill was talking about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip and Ramona, she said, and now they see that she does it to everybody else. And they're not talking then. When that whole thing came up, not paying the makeup lady, she wouldn't pay the makeup lady. I mean, do you understand that if you follow page 6, it goes back years? These things have happened. Jill went on to call out Ramona for plotting to make the show all about herself, notably on that awkward plane ride to Turks and Caicos on the first episode of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. She said, "By the way, know this, Ramona was plotting on the plane. On the plane, I know that when she said, 'I'm the OG and you should all thank me,' that was planning the room. That was planning the room because later on, when they said, 'Why should you get the best room?' What was her answer? 'Because I was here first,' right?" We've also seen this at BravoCon when her and Vicky Gunvalson had to play a game of squash that beef. She was telling Vicky, "We put you on the map. We're responsible for the housewives. Even though you're the OG of the OC, it doesn't matter. You guys weren't written up in articles. You guys weren't covering the front page of any magazines. You guys were just kind of the tipping point. And then Real Housewives of New York, well, we brought it to life." After a really low and divisive season last season on the Real Housewives of New York, the show has been put on an indefinite hiatus. But Jill thinks Ramona's behavior on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip is an effort to secure her position on the show, and many fans have even been calling for her to be fired. That's not a good look. When they called for Kelly Dodd to be fired, that was a big deal. And Andy Cohen even said at the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion, "Look, guys, we've never had the fans boycott a housewife in this capacity before. Kelly Dodd, what do you have to say about that?" And her response was probably part of the reason that she is no longer on the show. Just saying. She said, Jill said of Ramona, by the way, don't think she definitely thinks she's coming back on the Housewives because the whole show is about me. I believe she feels like that. It's kind of like she's like, don't you have anything else to talk about besides me? That's when Kenya Moore got up and realized she's giving Ramona the whole show. It's not all hate coming from Jill, though. Apparently, they are in a great place. She said, but listen, I'm in a great place with her. I actually love Ramona right now because I kind of love that she doesn't like get it. Jill was laughing when she said, I do. I kind of love it. Maybe because I'm old and my memory is getting bad. Jill continued on saying, in her opinion, the Real Housewives of New York City couldn't go on without the crazy antics of Ramona Singer or Luann de Lesseps. She said, listen, I don't think they could do it without Ramona. They need Ramona. They need Luann. She also added that she was willing to return to the franchise as well, saying, they need me. Although she hasn't been asked back to the series, she's open to any future endeavors. Andy Cohen also, when he was doing a book signing and a Q&A, he did say that Jill Zarin was one of the hardest, most complicated housewives to work with. She had a lot of demands, and that doesn't sit well with him or the network. We've heard from Andy in the past that when you're difficult or when you start giving ultimatums, yeah, they have a problem with that. That's like when they tried saying Denise Richards was willing to come back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills as long as Lisa Rinna was removed from the show. That's not a good look. They're like, who are you to tell us? And if you think the show revolves around you, like Vicky Gunvalson, let us remind you that we can move forward without you. We will axe you from the franchise. And that's exactly what they did. But fear not, Jill is set to appear on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2, and you still get your Ramona fix if you're looking for it, currently airing on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 1. Now, when will they start filming again for Real Housewives of New York City? We still don't know, but we're patiently waiting for all that information. However, I don't want to just give you guys all of this information and not ask your opinions. So go ahead and comment below. What do you think about Ramona's antics? How do you feel about this, conversation Jill's having, saying Ramona has always been one not to pay people? That's a pretty strong allegation. Do you think that it's true? Go ahead, comment below, guys. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. We'll be going live today at 12:30 p.m. Eastern to talk about Porsha's Family Matters with Tisa Tells, Layla Lynn, and the Grace Report. I can't wait for that. Then, of course, we will be on DJ Richie Sky's channel at 2 p.m. in order to continue the conversation about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'll see you guys so very soon. Love you guys. Bye.